base with your customers. Oh, thank you for whoever recorded that. I forgot to hit record. That was my whole job today. Look at Jana. She's in the dark and she hopped on and hit record. Jana, you saved the day. Okay. You didn't miss too much because we're in announcements. And so the PCP book is in your customers' mailboxes. If not already, will be there soon. Great opportunity to follow up with them and find out if there's anything that they need. It's also a good time to modify your group, your tag. We talked about that before. If you are creating tags for your customers, it's a great time to add people, take people off if they've got another consultant or they're no longer using Mary Kay. Save your 95 cents and love her and release her if she's no longer using Mary Kay. So that you're accurate, your list is accurate and up to date. Okay. There is a true match foundation. What is it called? True to Me Challenge. So go on In Touch and learn about that. I think it's something like 10 foundation sales between April 26th and June 30th. So it counts for seminar. You're going to want to double check that, get all the rules about what that looks like. Introducing new people to the foundation, you guys, and people are open to it. There's so many people open to it. And you know what? The summer is so smart. It's so smart for the company to launch it in the summer. You know why? Because everybody needs a different shade of foundation in the summer. So the winter girlies who have the same shade all the time in the winter change just 1 or 2 days in the sun. Now all of a sudden your foundation doesn't look the same. And here's something else for you to really get excited about. For those of you that maybe don't have so many beige and bronze skinned women, we have so many more selections available in those two categories. And there's something so beautiful about that rich, deep 14. That's how I felt about bronze 808. When you found a true bronze 808, that foundation looks so good on her. So be excited to expand to all women and have confidence that you'll be able to find her perfect shade. Okay. Let's see. Top 12 units. You get a letter from Ryan. This is for the 10 foundation sales. So when you purchase 10 foundations from the company, they start tracking you. And so if you've already ordered foundations, make sure you've ordered at least 10. You've got plenty of time through June 30th, and you'll be in on the count to help the unit. You'll receive a letter from Ryan, the unit will, and invite to a virtual class on flawless face education and standing recognition at seminar. Okay. All right. So I think those are all of the announcements that I have been told to do by Jana. Okay. So let's get into our recognition. We have some working girls this week. I was really excited to see the points. We had several girls over 1,000 this week, so that's fun. And so number 3 from the Carter unit with 1,000. Where's the totals? I don't see the totals. Okay, it's crossed out, but I know it's over 1,000. Elaine Kozolski. Good job, Elaine. And I saw that she's on tonight, so we'd love to see your face, Elaine. So if you want to unmute really quick and tell us, I saw that you had a customer appreciation sale. So tell us a little bit about that. You're muted. And I don't know that I can unmute you. It just says ask to unmute. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yes, I tried a flash sale at the beginning of May and didn't get any orders. So I decided I wanted to thank all my customers for their support over the 16 years I've been in Mary Kay. So I decided to do a customer appreciation for the whole month of May because not everybody can order at the same time. So what that is you buy one item and you get 50% off of equal or lesser value. And I keep getting orders in. I just got another one today. So I am excited and I hope that they appreciate their sale or their special deal.
Yeah.
But that's how I got my sales so far this week.
Well, that's exciting. And that's a great way to reconnect with your customers and just thank them, and
right.
Just have an opportunity to say thank you. And so that's cool. We love that. Good job.
Right.
Awesome.
Thank you. And then I ordered my new products and um, trying to think what the words to update
Your,
my inventory.
your store, yeah, you got your
Yeah.
foundations.
Right.
All right. Well, that's exciting. Congratulations. And way to bounce back after doing something and then you sort of reinvented the event and made it for more approachable for people. So, congratulations. Sometimes you're like, I had a sale and nobody called and they're mad for the whole month. So, good job on that. Okay.
Thanks.
Number two with 13,000 or 13,000 points. Girl, you've been working it. With 1,344 points, Miss Emily Trollinger. Why am I saying this wrong? Why all of a sudden am I unable to say your name?
You're
Is that
so
right?
close. It's Trollinger.
Trollinger. I totally know that. I don't know why I said it that way. Oh my gosh. Okay. So it says here that you had faces, bookings, you have a new team member. So tell us a little bit. How long have you known your new girl and how did you meet her?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you asked about that part. So this was kind of wild. Jana hosted a birthday party for Mary Kate Ash's birthday, and we launched the new foundations. And one of my newer teammates was with me, and we decided to go to dinner after the birthday party. At dinner, my newest teammate, who has been facing a lot of doubt and a lot of self-discouragement, she engaged in this conversation with our waitress about, gosh, you really look so familiar to me. Where are you from? And she started talking, and then she just kind of went into verbal diarrhea mode about who she is, where she's from, how much she's working. She's talking about working 7 days a week, yada, yada. So I just simply asked her, I said, how would you feel about learning about an opportunity that could bring you earnings where you don't have to be on your feet 7 days a week? And she said, I would say yes to that, like right away. And we kind of kept chatting with her back and forth as she brought, our entrees and stuff. And eventually I did ask her again. I said, what do you think it would She was already familiar with Mary Kay, her mother, who unfortunately passed last year, but she was already familiar with Mary Kay products. She used them herself and didn't have a new consultant either after her mother passed. But I asked her how much she expected it would cost her to start up a Mary Kay business, and she assumed it would cost $500 to $1,000. So when I enlightened her as to what the real investment is up front, she was all about it. And the next day we got on a call and she was ready to sign the contract. And Jana helped me, um, close the deal on that and help her understand what she was really getting into and what the expectations were for her. And she's a shoe-in. I could tell already she's going to be a wild success in this business. So I've known her for 5 minutes to answer your question.
Well, that is so cool and so great that you spent a little extra time with her, after the event too. So that's always, following those like moments when you want to make a deeper connection. So love that story. And that's the thing, you guys, I think you people forget about like when you the more you work, the more confident you become as a consultant, the more influential you are. People want to have what you have. They want that confidence. They want an opportunity and they want to feel like they're going to be supported. And so, some of my sharpest, best girlfriends, if they were like, "Hey, I have something I want to talk to you about," I would be listening. You know what I mean? Like I'm listening. Okay, what is it? Tell me more. So, congratulations. We love that. Good job. Okay.
Thanks.
All right. And our queen this month, back to the tiara, is Laurie Parks. Congratulations,
Thank you.
Laurie, with 2,954 points,
Woo!
$999 in sales. Now, can we just have a moment and say, Laurie, could you have sold one more dollar? What happened? I mean, eyebrow pencil sharpener. I don't even think we sell those anymore. And so congratulations with your $1,000 week and your bookings, and you had a booth. So are people looking for Mary Kay consultants? Oh, this is a good one because I just had this today. So tell me a little bit about your week this week.
I did a Mother's Day vendor event and there was a ton of people. I had a lot of people stop by my booth because I had this hot pink tent, and it brings in all the little girls. So then I say, well, where's your mom? Well, she's over there. I said, well, tell her to come over here and sign up for this giveaway basket I'm doing. And then, when they walk in and sign up, I'd say, hey, are you interested in doing a facial with me? And so I got a lot of that. I'm reaching out to those people, and I got a ton of leads. So and then I got a lot of orders, of course. So I was busy delivering stuff on Monday.
So thank you for saying that, because I know Elizabeth does a lot of tabletops, and just that little piece that you just said about maybe instead of, because I know that a lot of times at a tabletop we do the offer of like a basket, register to win, register to win. But I love that you are also including the would you like to have a facial, because then you're finding out right away if these people are interested in that, and you can call those people right away and get those appointments booked.
Yes.
And that might be something not just that is going to bless Elizabeth, but anybody else that's doing events that maybe feels like they're not getting all of it, all of the feels out of it. That's what I love about this, because you're getting it right now. Elizabeth doesn't have to wait to watch the replay tomorrow. She can start thinking ahead about how she's going to tweak her tables and her events that she does. So thank you for sharing that, Laurie. We love to see you as the queen. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys. Well, those are our three winners this week. We're excited for you to have a powerful week. We're more excited to get to it with the training this week on the topic that is going to be, coming from Suzie's heart. So, Suzie, take it away. We want to hear all about it.
Okay, I'm so excited. Congrats to our queens. Dang, Laurie. Breaking into the 3,000. Like almost there, 3,000 points. You guys, she's leading the way for all of us, and if she can, we can, right? Okay, so my training, I've got 3 pages of notes and on my phone, is a combination of lead generation and Memorial Day. And so, who says I would do more in Mary Kay if I had more names? Raise your hand. I mean, both of my hands are up. That's always in my head. That is always in my head, because I know this business works when I have people. Who says they love Memorial Day or they're too busy? Like they're too busy. Okay, here's what I mean by that. I'm going to start off this training with a little bit of mind stuff, because that's what I always start with. And so Memorial Day is this weekend. We are not having our meeting next Monday, correct? I'm pretty sure that's correct. We do not, because next Monday is Memorial Day. I think that's what I saw on our schedule. If not, Jana will fix me. But so I want to tell us just super fast, and then I have so many ideas that you're going to pick the ones you want. You're not going to do them all. But I want to start out with mindset, because sometimes we might tell ourselves, I'm too busy. I have a big party coming up this weekend. I'm going out of town. I'm going camping. And so that's great. That's great. I want us right now to put on our business women thinking, like we're business women. How can I is going to be our phrase. How can I? How can I maximize the next 2 weeks? How can I maximize Memorial Day? How can I get 25 new leads even if I don't have a booth? How can I? Because we can. We just have to ask ourselves the right questions. And so the second thing I wanted to say really quick is this is not about being disrespectful. I heard someone talking about Memorial Day. It's not about taking anything away from Memorial Day. Any holiday is a theme. Every business does it. Everybody's selling mattresses and furniture. Nobody is going to redecorate their house on Memorial Day. It's just a reason for a theme. So thinking like a businesswoman, how can I, despite my busy schedule, let's get some ideas. I want you to ask yourself, what is the best thing that could happen in the next 2 weeks until the end of the month? What is the best thing for you personally? Because you got to have a vision of what you want. So for me, the best thing is I want a gold medal and I want to sell a lot of product. What's a lot of product, Suzie? Well, I don't have my number in front of me, so I should have had that. The reason I'm asking that, guys, we have to have that picture with clarity to move. Because when you get invited to a pool party, if you're not clear on what you want, it's going to be easy to put Mary Kay on the back burner. And Mary Kay can be on the back burner. We can do both. Like we're going to have a blowout week and finish the month strong and celebrate. I want you to say yes and. We can do yes and all the things, but we have to have so much clarity on what we want that pulls us through the busyness. And that's why I always start with mindset, because that's the hardest part. Just staying engaged with it. So, here's a couple good things about being busy. Everybody's out for Memorial Day. People are out. People are shopping. People are doing yard work. People are having parties. They're going camping. That's a great thing. So even if you're going out, you're going to see people. If you don't have plans, then have people over. And I'm going to give you my list of ideas, but I had 2 conversations today, and we had to switch the thinking from I can't to how can I? Everybody has stuff going on. We're moving my daughter this weekend into her first house. Everybody that's moving her already is my customer or my consultant. So I'm asking myself, how can I be around other people? So let me give you some ideas. And I want you to not think you're going to do all these ideas, because you're not. You're just going to pick a couple, or even better, you're going to get an idea from an idea that I share. We do this thing in my unit called yes and. Like, oh, I like that idea, and here's how I'm going to tweak it for me. And so all of these ideas, the concept is how you can get leads while you're maximizing your business and enjoying our holiday. And so I'm not just talking about a sale. Yes, we'll probably all have some kind of Memorial Day special. You'll see flyers flying around that you'll post in your group. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actual activity where you get new people invited into your business. So the first thing that I'm going to share are some theme ideas. Red, white, and beautiful pampering pop-up. Now here's why I like this pop-up. It's a pop-up. It's an hour. It's an hour and a half. It can, whatever. And so the idea, I even love the terminology of this. Host a quick beauty bar. Bronzing, skincare with SPF, summer glow looks, lip colors. Like that could be your flyer. That could be your text. That could be your phone call. Hey, are you going camping this week? Before you go, pop over. I'm doing a red, white, and beautiful pampering pop-up. Come over for donuts and try the new skincare and the bronzer. Like, make it sound easy and fun, because remember, Memorial Day weekend, people are happy. People start getting happy on Wednesday because they know the weekend is coming. Thursday and Friday are my favorite favorite days, because they know the weekend is coming. So when you catch them and when they're happy, they're more apt to say yes. This could be at your house. It could be at the pool. It could be at a pool. It could be at a neighborhood pool where you just bring 3 products. It could be at a campground. It could be before a barbecue. So we're having a barbecue, and I'm gonna try to incorporate this. I gotta have somebody come that's not already my customer. Stop by for a quick glow up, summer glow up. Okay. While you're there, while they're doing that, so here's the key for maximizing leads. Here's the key that I think. Every single thing we do can lead to something else. Every person that you talk to knows people you don't. Even if she doesn't want to have a party for you, she knows people you don't. So how can I get names while she's at my house? So I'll probably, you're going to have some other ideas, but when she pops over for that summer, for the red, white, and what do we call it? Red, white, and beautiful. Could you have a little card, or give me 4 referrals and you can get your red lipstick at half price? Give me whatever. Have something sitting there where, in case you chicken out, she says, what's this? A cute little bag. Oh, if you give me 4 referrals who might want to be pampered, this is my gift to you. Okay, that's just one idea. There's a couple theme ideas. Bring a friend, summer kickoff. Have a summer kickoff party. That would be perfect for Thursday before people go out. It could just be kickoff summer. Have snack samples, foundation matching, girls' night out. The lead generation for that is they bring a friend, they get a gift. Bring a friend over that I don't already know, get a gift. Okay, moving on from party things. Patriotic prize basket giveaway. And so I don't know if you guys have any. I have some Mary Kay beach towels left. I just did a donation to the FCA, and I got a water tumbler. You can get $2 flip-flops from Walgreens. Put some red and blue candy in, and then SPF or our after sun. Like, make a cute little summer basket. You can do so many things with this to get new leads. First of all, if you're going camping, if you're going to be around people, if you're having a party, carry it with you. Have a drawing. When I have 20 leads in here, one of you is winning this. Um, I loved Emily talking at the restaurant because I used to have a consultant, Brenda, and she would carry her basket into the restaurant with her. People always are like, "What's that?" People are nosy. It's a conversation starter. And they could say, "Would you like to register? It's with my Mary Kay business. Would you like to put your name in?" And just get their name and phone number. And then she either wins the basket because you have to have integrity, give away the basket, and everyone that doesn't win the basket wins what? A red, white, and beautiful makeover, or wins a sample packet in the mail, or wins a half price item, but you have a reason to contact them back. Okay, vendor booths, we've already talked about that. Um, One idea is to text your customers. Now, this is just the Memorial Day and say, "I'm doing quick summer skin check-ins. Do you need anything for Memorial Day? Are you traveling? Do you need the travel set?" So just if you've already checked in with your customers this month, then that's not the one to do. But in case you haven't, that's the one. So um, so back to that basket that you make, whether you make a basket or just a flyer, a really cool flyer, you can use that to generate leads through social media as well. And so I'm going to make so there's a couple things. One, I'm going to make my basket. I'm going to have a drawing when I have 20 new leads. And I'm going to send this to some of my, okay, I'm probably overwhelming you guys. I got too many ideas. Ideation is in my top 5 of my strengths. So let me slow down. I'm sorry, I'm talking so fast. So with the basket, you can have it out. You can have your drawing when you're in person. You can also post it on social media. You can post it in your private group, and there's so many things that you can do with that. You can say, "Fill out my survey for an entry into the drawing." And on the survey, you can have a little Google link. Just post it in there. And on the survey, you can ask, who are 2 friends who would need some pampering? Who are 2 friends who you would love to surprise with a gift? Like, don't say, "Who are 2 friends for me?" What can we give them? Who are 2 friends that you would love to surprise with a Mary Kay gift? So right there, you're getting leads that way. You could also do if they add friends to your group or invite friends to your group, they get an entry that way. My favorite way of getting new leads. So the basket idea could be endless, you guys. You get what you can just use that as such a tool. My next idea and my favorite way is to have a little something to give people that I meet. And I'm not a huge warm chatterer. That's why I was like picking Emily's brain last time. It's not my strength, but I can talk to anybody. I love talking. I just don't always know how to transition to Mary Kay. So what I'm planning to do is on getting either my business card or whatever and putting one little sample on the back of it. You can make goodie bags and all that, but I know I won't have time. So I'm going to take my business card, stick a sample on there, and then there's a couple of things you can do with that. As you're meeting people, when I'm going to shop for more plants that I'm going to plant and probably kill. I spend a lot of time at Lowe's and Menards. There's so many ladies in there, and they're so friendly because we're all finding what we're not going to kill. So you can give out that sample and you can say, "I'm in a Memorial Day challenge. I want to gift you with this sample." If you're great at getting names back, do it. If you're not good at getting names back, you might say, "If you text me, I have 3 questions about this product. When you try this lipstick, text me because I have 3 questions. And when you answer them, I have a gift for you." So that's like a plan B if you're not able to get the number back. So, but you have to give her a reason to text you. Another way that I did that all the time when I was in DIQ, I just had a little survey. And so simple. Name, what's your skincare routine? your age group, and would you be willing to give me your opinion of our product? And I have that with a little goodie bag. And so then when I'm meeting people, I would say, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm in a challenge to get 5 surveys for Memorial Day. Would you fill this out? And I have a gift for you. And the survey was attached to the gift. So when she saw the gift that she wanted, and it was just candy and samples, but then I got the survey back, and then I could call or text her because the last question, it just opens the door. Would you be willing to give me your opinion of our product? That's so old school, but I heard a training today that trust, the highest form of trust is when you're face to face. And so when we're with people, we're laughing. Like we were literally laughing in the plant thing. There was this lady and myself and a third lady. And her husband's like, honey. And she goes, honey, are you ready? She goes, I'm not ready yet. And I stepped out because I was laughing and I said, that's why my husband won't come. And at the same time, another lady was like, my husband won't even come. And then all three of us were laughing. We just connected. Had I had my samples, I would have said, you guys, I love you. I got to give you this. You're my people. We get it. If you try this and text me 3 questions, I have a gift for you. And I promise it won't be a dead plant. Like you have to be you. That's something I would say. Two last ideas. One is you can use social media posting your own self. Now, so I'm gonna get that after sun gel out. I'm gonna have a picture of me using it or a picture of me putting it on my kids, the grandkids, the sunscreen. When people like your post, I'm not gonna say buy Mary Kay for me. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna make it funny. People are attracted to funny and kids and solving a problem. So you can throw a question out there like, what's the worst sunburn you got? And have them get a question, or what do you use on your kiddos? Or no, I wouldn't say that because they'll say another thing. But when they comment or they like your cute picture, then you message them personally. And that is a lead. So even if you're like, I'm not leaving my house, you can work leads through social media. So easy. So listen to this. I wanted to share this. I was following this plant lady, shocker, because already my ferns are dying and she's so funny and her lives catch me. And she said, I'm giving away free tips on how to not kill your fern. And so I put shop and she messaged me. But here's what she said. And I'm like, that's so brilliant. I have to share that. First, she sent me the tips. She didn't buy, she didn't want to try, she didn't try to sell me anything. It was here, take a screenshot, fern fertilizing and why your leaves are yellow. But then she said in a different message, also, and this is automated, but she said also wanted to ask, what specific areas of your garden do you need the most help with? Would love to help in any way. XOXO. So when someone likes your stuff, or when they say and they answer a question, or you give a drawing, I'm going to share that in a second. But when you engage with them, here's how we can get leads. What specific area of your skincare could I help you with? Do you need most help with? Like ask them a question. We have a gazillion leads on social media, and I hardly use my social media business. But I'm just telling you, there's so many people out there. So how can I best work my business? This weekend and in the next 10 days, there was 2 more ideas I was going to share. And I started talking about the plant lady and now I forgot it. Dang it. I have too many pieces of paper. Okay, couple more ideas. And then remember, before we move on, we're going to only pick 1 or 2. Like we're not going to get idea paralysis. So let me just stick with the surveys first. There's a What Women Want survey out there. I know we've all used it. We've all seen it. You could create a little Memorial Day theme survey. What women want for their skin this summer. And you could reach out to your current people or people in your life that are not your customers. We all have people, even Janet, Allison, and I have people in our life who are not our customers, who we may have not talked to about Mary Kay in 5 years. And you could say, I'm doing a survey on what women want. It's only 5 questions. would you mind, if it's someone there, you can just say, would you help me fill it out? I have a goal to get 10. If you have any rapport with people, they're going to say yes. If you need to bribe them with the half price item. But tailor your questions so that it rolls into you giving them samples or an appointment or something like that. However, once they see how easy it is, you might say, do you have any friends who would do the survey for me? It only took 10 minutes. If you have 3 friends that will do this survey, I'll give you, what's your favorite lipstick, Lori? And then when she says, or would you rather have a lipstick or a mascara, Lori? Oh, mascara. If you have three friends who will contact me and fill out this survey takes 10 minutes, I'll give you your mascara free. So the highest success rate of new leads is when they're in person and it's somebody you know. The second highest is a referral. The third highest is a friend of a friend. When you're totally reaching out to new people, like the people I met in the plant place, the chances your success of booking an appointment goes down the least you know them. So that's why I said everybody that we know knows people. So doing that survey is so easy, or showing them, use your basket. I have a new customer, Phyllis. She really likes me and I love her. And I think she's booked a party for me, but not until late in June. So I'm going to say, Phyllis, I know you've been looking at the mascara. If you have 5 of your friends fill out this survey, I'll give it to you for free. And it can be on the phone or it could be a Google link that you send. And it can be the same survey that's with your basket in your customer group. Like, you can overdo things. So, reuse them. And then my last idea for new leads is a messenger party or a text party. They take 15 minutes, so dang easy and fast. You could do it when you're at the lake and there's new people at a party. You might have to highly bribe someone, but my messenger parties, if you have 5 orders, I'll give you $50 in free product. Like, that's easy. They get 10 people on. So, okay, backing up. Shake your hands like, okay, Suzie, that was too many ideas. That was too much. Don't leave home with the thought of, oh my gosh, I do not want you to be overwhelmed. And maybe we can talk about this in our rooms. Here's my question for discussion in the room. What do you want by the end of this month? Because if you are Lori and you just got 1,000 leads at the vendor fair, then you don't need to be doing this. You need to be following up with your leads. So that's what I mean. I don't want to confuse you. The first thing is, what do I want by the end of this month? What do I need? And what is 1 or 2 ideas I'm going to use to move towards them? Does that make sense? Does anybody have questions? Don't leave home overwhelmed. I'll never get to do the training again. And this is probably not my best training because it was a little bit overwhelming. But I just wanted to have ideas galore, and I wanted you to leave with the concept, how can I? How can I maximize? How can I meet new people? We all live in areas where people have skin. So there we go, right? A messenger party, Emily, I love doing messenger parties. I'm sure Jana knows how, but basically you get people in a messenger group, you invite them, and they have to say yes. You don't just add them. So I started doing them individual, and then I had a hostess, and then the hostess invites people, and then I post, like in the beginning, I posted way too much, but I just post some products and some of my comments and my website, and I can give you all the details. I'm sure Jana knows it, but that got me going this fall when I felt like I didn't have people. I hosted my own, then they came, and then they booked some from that. And I got a couple new team members. So that's not your forte. I loved it. Jana, I can send you what I have, or I can even teach on it a different time. I think I've pretty much overwhelmed everybody at this point.
I have some information on messenger parties too. I've done some of those. The one thing I wanted to say about with Suzie's ideas is that whatever you decide, whatever thing you liked that resonated with you, like, and I'm just going to use messenger parties because it's what we talked about last. Whenever you're launching it, one helpful thing is to say like, hey, Susie, so I'm doing this new type of party. It's called a messenger party. And I'm looking for like 5 people that want to be the first to do it, to, to see how it goes and to help me. And, people want to, okay, yeah, I'll do it. What is it? What do I have to do? And they like to participate in stuff that's new. And the messenger parties and the texting parties are so easy, you guys. It's almost like you almost have to giggle because you're just like in your jammies posting and but the other thing I wanted to say, Susie, too, was one thing that you said that sticks out in my head, and I think that other people heard it as well, is even Susie, okay, with all that she's done to Mary Kay, said, I can talk to anybody, but I don't always know how to transition it into Mary Kay. And I think that is so powerful, that first for being vulnerable, and then maybe you don't feel vulnerable by saying it, but that I think is in a lot of people's hearts. Like, yeah, like, how do you do that? Because I talk to people all day long and then I didn't tell her about the. And so thank you for sharing, because I think people will find that we go through stuff like that too, you guys. It's not all like, oh, I know, but you're a Cadillac director. And you're like, yeah, but she don't know that when she's talking to me at Target. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Absolutely. And I'm so glad you brought that up, Allison. And because I wanted to say this, we have to be us. The reason that
yeah.
I get nervous about the transitions, I don't want them to think I'm fake, but we're all so great and so different. Like so whatever your lead generation thing is, it has to be you. It still takes courage for
Hmm.
sure, but that's why I have to be in a contest or have a survey. That's the only way that gets me over there. But I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yeah, I love that. I love that that's what you have identified. It helps you. And so, whatever that is for people, like if you have to have a contest, or if you have to be helping someone, or if you have to be doing something for your unit, or you're motivated by your own sales because you want to get new kitchen floors. I mean, like you just have to find out what that is that gets you going, and then like go for it, because then if you otherwise you've got too many ideas and you don't know what to do and you do nothing. So awesome. Well, does anybody else have any questions or anything they want to share? I'm unsure how it sounds 100% join getting the topics back to Mary Kay. With strangers, I am unsure how to sound 100% genuine. Oh, you want to answer that, Susie?
Yeah, I had to read it again. With strangers, I am unsure how to sound getting the time. So, Betsy, it's not my best. It's not my best. Here's what I found. If I can connect with them on something like I gave that example about all of us, our husbands wouldn't come with us to the plant store, or I'm going to kill this one, or if I can chuckle with them and feel authentic, then what I say when I'm prepared is, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm in a contest with my Mary Kay team to hand out. So I usually will say, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm in a contest with my team to hand out 5 samples. And I would just love to bless you. Think of me when you're watering your plant. Like I have to add humor, and then that feels
Mhm.
like me. And if she's like, oh my gosh, I love Mary Kay, then I'll be able to get her number back. But otherwise, I'll just say, if you text me, and when I'm really on a mission, when I'm like, girl, you got to get it, then I will say, if you give me your number, if you're comfortable giving me your number, but sometimes I have to ease in to get to that point. So I hope that helped.
I love that. And I do the same thing because I use humor too, but I know some of you are not funny. And that's okay. So it's you knowing what your strength is and then where you're comfortable. If you're comfortable with knowing a lot of information about the product and your product ingredient, and like I just always authentically wait for that organic connection, that there's the door that opened up. And for Susie and I, it might be through humor, because when she says, I know this is going to sound really crazy, I've said that so many times. And one thing I've also learned that I say a lot is at some point she says something to me like, I love your haircut, or I love your makeup, or she ends up complimenting me some kind of way, like I'm so funny or whatever. And then as soon as I hear myself say, girl, we should be friends, we should be hanging out more, I know the next thing that's coming is like, you know what? this is going to sound crazy, but let me give you my card, And so I have like this little routine of if I can get a little bit of a humor in and if you just start picking people's brains and you get into a detailed conversation and that's your comfort zone, you might say, hey, I'd love to share some other things that I know that I have a lot of info on that's really fascinating and you might be interested in. And, um, it's to each person, it's a little bit different. But the key is this: when the door opens, that's your door. You've got to go through it. You know what I mean? And then you'll just be so surprised at how many more doors open. I just find that once you have the courage to do it, then it's like I could talk to anybody. I mean, I can get that conversation going. And if I can't, and the person just genuinely doesn't think that I'm funny or I'm being genuine and she like doesn't like me or there's weird tension, then I'm like, this is not my person. Like, that's fine. I can't make her think I'm funny, which like, what's wrong with her? She doesn't think I'm funny, but you know what I'm saying? So, all right, great. Well, I think we have everybody here that can go into breakout rooms, but although I don't know if Jana is going to be able, if you're on, Jana, and you're still capable of doing a breakout room, let us know in the comments. If not, we can just keep all of the great start people in the main room, but we have several girls that earned the top room. I believe you're in there, Suzie. Is that your room? Are you in Great Start?
I think I'm Great Start.
Okay, so why don't you go into do you mind doing the 300 or the 300 and above club?
That would be great because I don't even know if I know how to get into another room because I'm trying to navigate everything on my phone in the dark.
Okay, so
I probably need to conserve my battery.
Yeah, really, Jana. I mean, we're grateful that you're here. So, Suzie,
Thank
why don't you do
ladies.
the 300 and above girls, and we'll get those girls into those breakout rooms, and then we'll keep the Great Start girls and the other gals here in the main room. Okay. So click on the More tab if you're not sure where to go, and look for breakout room, and click that if it's not showing up. And wait, where is it? Mine's not showing up either.
I don't see it tonight.
Okay. I'm not even seeing.